Have you ever wondered how a young man from Macedonia managed to conquer the known world in just 13 years? This is the story of Alexander the Great, a figure whose name is synonymous with conquest and power. Born in the year 356 before the Common Era to King Philip II and Queen Olympias, Alexander's life was anything but ordinary from the start. His childhood was filled with royal intrigues and the finest education of the era under none other than the renowned philosopher Aristotle. From learning the intricacies of politics and warfare to immersing himself in the works of Homer, Alexander was shaped by a unique blend of intellectual rigor and martial prowess. Every step, every lesson, every challenge faced was a stepping stone, forging a young prince into a leader of men. By the age of 20, Alexander was ready to take the throne, and thus began the era of his grand conquests. Alexander ascended to the throne in 336 BC, and his ambition knew no bounds. From the moment he took on the mantle of king, Alexander initiated a series of conquests that would forever etch his name in the annals of history. His first task was to secure his rule in Macedonia and Greece, a feat he accomplished with a blend of strategic brilliance and sheer force of will. Then, setting his sights eastward, Alexander embarked on a campaign to conquer the mighty Persian Empire. The battles of Granicus, Issus, and Gaugamela stand as testament to his military genius. Each victory, more resounding than the last, slowly chipped away at the Persian hold, until finally, the empire crumbled under the weight of Alexander's relentless pursuit. His victories had not only extended his empire, but also marked the end of the Persian Empire. With each conquest, Alexander the Great was not just building an empire, he was reshaping the world as it was known. But Alexander was not satisfied. His gaze turned east towards the riches of Asia. He embarked on a journey that would take him across the vast expanse of the continent. In Egypt, he was welcomed as a liberator and named Pharaoh, the living embodiment of the gods. Here, Alexander founded the city of Alexandria, a beacon of Hellenistic culture and learning that would endure for centuries. Yet, he did not stop there. His thirst for conquest led him to the borders of India, where he faced some of his toughest challenges. The terrain was harsh, the climate unforgiving, and the local rulers resilient. Nonetheless, Alexander's strategic brilliance and the unwavering loyalty of his troops saw them through. Despite the obstacles, his empire continued to expand, reaching as far as the eye could see. Despite facing resistance, Alexander's empire now stretched from Greece to Egypt and as far east as India. Alexander the Great's reign was marked by relentless conquests, but even the greatest of warriors cannot escape mortality. His journey came to a halt upon his return to Babylon in 323 BC. The city that had once welcomed him as a liberator now bore witness to his untimely demise. The cause remains shrouded in mystery, but the impact of his death was immediate and far-reaching. His empire, vast and unparalleled, stood leaderless. The absence of an heir led to a power vacuum, and his generals, once loyal comrades, turned into competitors. They divided his empire, a mosaic of diverse cultures and territories among themselves. Yet, amidst the chaos and the struggle for power, Alexander's legacy remained undiminished. He had transformed the known world, instigating cultural exchange and fostering unity among disparate nations. His strategies, his vision, his ambition, they all became an integral part of the annals of history. Alexander the Great's life may have been short, but his influence was monumental, forever changing the course of history. Alexander the Great, a name that echoes through the ages. But what truly made him great? His audacious ambition propelled him from the rugged terrains of Macedonia to the farthest corners of Asia. His strategic brilliance in warfare reshaped the battlefield, redefining the very essence of conquest and empire building. His cultural assimilation policies sowed the seeds of Hellenistic civilization, blending the best of East and West. Yet we mustn't shroud our reflections in awe alone. Alexander was a paradox, a visionary leader with an insatiable thirst for power, a liberator who enslaved nations, a philosopher who, in his quest for glory, often overlooked the value of human life. His story compels us to confront the complexities of human nature and the thin line that separates heroism from tyranny. Alexander the Great, a man whose ambition reshaped the world, remains an enduring symbol of power, strategy, and conquest.